Our favorite Bolshevik.
I mean, yeah, sure. Sure. I don't know what's your favorite Bolshevik?
I feel like when in doubt, I don't actually have a favorite. I feel like I would say Lenin's probably a classic.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lenin too. Like, if I had to pick, like, again, it's literally Biden or Trump. It's similar energy.
How is the best case scenario, Vladimir Lenin? Good day, and welcome to Two Girls, One Corset, the podcast where we dive deep into the world of period dramas, from bodice-ripping romance to scandalous court intrigue.
I'm Mags, your resident historical costumer and hopeless romantic.
And I'm Caylyn, a public historian and freshly baked Bridgerton fan. After devouring the first season of Bridgerton, I am now hooked and eager to dive into season 2.
And that's exactly what we're going to do on this podcast. Watch and review each episode of Bridgerton, giving our unique perspectives on the characters, costumes, and historical intrigues.
So grab your corsets, boil yourself a cuppa, and join us as we continue our journey through Regency-era England with Two Girls, One Corset. We'll be dissecting every romantic entanglement, sartorial splendor, and historical nuance that Season 2 has to offer.
And Caylyn will be bringing her fresh eyes to the series, having just started watching. It is going to be a wild carriage ride.
That's right, and I'm excited to share my thoughts on the characters and storylines as we go along. Let's get started.
Ayo, we're finally here.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited too.
Mm-hmm.
Dear listeners, it is a good episode ahead of you today. I am sure I can't tell the future, but I kind of can, but also not. But from what I can see, it's gonna be one hell of an episode.
I think we're going to have a darn good time.
It's gonna be a blast, is what I'm telling you.
It's gonna be some silly hijinks.
Oh.
Silly goose time.
Oh, yes, it is. And especially because I just came off a shift at Strawberry Hill House, so I am, good lord, I'm all over the place.
You will be finding all kinds of ways to somehow tie things to Horace Walpole.
I mean, a lot of things leads back to him. Like, I want to...
Everything does.
My gosh. No, honestly, I was like, as I was like doing my routine today in the parlor at Strawberry Hill House, y'all should come visit. It's a beautiful house, and we need the visitors and the donations and everything, so please come visit. But, I basically just said that historians are just like people who just are a little bit obsessed with gossip. But this gossip is like, it's not gonna hurt anyone, really. So it's like harmless gossip. I love it. So it's so funny to, like, that's what I love, like, volunteering there. It's like, I get to talk to people about history and about people that I really care about. And just, like, gossip for a few hours. It's great.
Yeah, I would say, like, nobody actively gets hurt, but you would believe, based on the way some people behave in comment sections on my videos, that, like, I've taking a hit out on their family members with some of my opinions. I had one lady make a hate video about me because I said that Tsar Nicholas II was anti-Semitic, which he was, but she took that personally.
Wow. Must be rough.
Yeah. It was hilarious, honestly. I had a couple people come onto my page and they were just like, I actually started following you after she made that video because I saw the video and I was like, oh, she's kind of crazy, but this girl seems cool. So.
I mean, they're not wrong. It seems like they have good taste.
Thanks.
Yeah, nah. It's great because no one will say anything to your face though, so that's why I enjoy it. Like, I haven't received any hate on TikTok yet, but I'm sure that's gonna happen at some point.
Hey, if anything, it's a sign that you've made it.
That you get haters? Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah.
Nah, it's cool. I'm not that cool yet. I still get just Caylyn commenting really nice things. I'm like, thanks, Mom, every time.
It's like there's this one meme I love that's like a pageant mom filming her kid, and she's just like, you're doing amazing, sweetie.
Yeah, no, it's...
Like, you're doing great. You're doing great, baby.
It's our relationship, seriously. Like, I don't know if you're my mother or my wife. It's conflicting.
Well... I mean, in some cultures, I could be... No, I was going to say I could be both, but then I was like, I hate that, actually. I'm not going to...
Yeah, no, let's not go into that.
Not going to make that joke.
Don't.
Anyway, we should get into the meat of the episode today.
Or do we just want to get that dialogue out of the way?
Oh my goodness. Hang on, let's get the script pulled up because
We just need to do this, dear
the
listeners.
the real thing is who's going to be Kate and who's going to be Anthony.
Girlie, I'll give you Anthony anytime.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I know you've been craving this at a bodily level.
I have. This has been like
This is
need of mine. This is my moment. This is my
your Roman
Oscar-winning
Empire.
moment. Oh my gosh, it has been though. Okay, dearest listeners, imagine I'm wearing a cravat and some slutty shoulder seams.
Who's to say you aren't?
Oh, I am definitely wearing a cravat with, okay, here, listeners, here's what I'm wearing. I'm wearing the entire ensemble. The white cravat, the freshly pressed and starched shirt, the coat with tails, and the smart black breeches, and a pair of Shrek green Crocs with the attachment that has the Shrek ears. I am wearing the Shrocks.
Someone make it... Caylyn, you're making an edit of this because...
I will.
Oh my gosh.
Everything is the same except Anthony wears Shrocks.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, it's you, remember? It's like, you are now Lord Bridgerton.
I am. Method acting.
Okay. Whew, let's go. I do not understand. Why are you suggesting this? All along, you have been set on marrying my sister, despite my every objection, might I add, and now you intend to cast her aside? Why? And do not talk to me about dowry, sir, for we both know that you have no need of it, so tell me, what has she done?
She has done nothing. It is you. You have made this match impossible.
But I'm leaving for India!
And it is not far enough. Do you think that there is a corner of this earth you could travel to far away enough to free me from this torment? I am a gentleman. My father raised me to act with honor, but that honor is hanging by a thread that grows more precarious with every moment I spend in your presence. You are the bane of my existence and the object of all my desires. Night and day, I dream of you and what I... Do you even know all the ways a lady can be seduced? The things I could teach you.
I did not ask for this. To be plagued by these feelings, hiding from my sister, being driven to distraction every time you enter the room.
Then you agree it is unsupportable.
Impossible.
Dun 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 dun. If I wed your sister, it will bind me and you together for eternity, and I will spend every day of my marriage wanting you, dreaming of you, dreading the day when my last thread of honor finally snaps. Is that the future you want for us? For your sister?
That was long overdue.
Okay, my mic must have clipped so many times because I'm looking at my audio files now and it's just like straight up squares. So
I've
I
spit
apologize
all over
for your
my
editing in
computer.
advance.
Yeah. Well,
I should have done the Darth Vader breaths at one point, just like.
well, I would call that our official audition to season 4 of Bridgerton.
Please
hire these
and look,
random people.
I understand. I know you can't replace the main cast because people are too close. I will happily settle for a responsible, loving, recurring character.
Yeah, just like a, background character, recurring background,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who occasionally gets to break the fourth wall by making eye contact with the camera.
Yeah.
I asked for so little, frankly.
No, same. Like, yeah, for sure.
Anyways,
well, we're having a sexy flashback as Kate, for Kate, as she looks at Anthony as he's walking across the room. It's like every single, like, almost finger touching throughout the entire series. And he's walking past her making sex eyes. And he goes, Miss Charmer! And she's like, but then he means...
just with a subtle nod.
Yeah, he means that the other Miss Sharma. And they walk past each other and their pinky fingers are reaching for each other like, gee, this slow burn. Ah!
Oh, goodness. Anyway, so the queen is very invested in finding out how Anthony and Edwina's nuptials are going to take place, and Anthony's like, oh, we'll probably just have a, chill, intimate wedding down at Opry Hall. And the queen's like,
Not on my watch.
Like, you don't have any idea how much I need for this to be a big deal.
Yeah, so she's like, decides to host the wedding. She's like...
She goes to Brimsley, and she's like, bring wine! And figs!
Okay, my gosh. Nothing less for a true love match is what the queen says to Edwina and Anthony. And Kate is about to turn her tea into a milkshake because she's shaking so hard. She's like, ah! Why is this happening to me? Why do I want to, like, rip his face off, but at the same time make out with him? She is struggling. And also, Caylyn, if you got to have your wedding at Hampton Court, which rooms would you use for what?
Oh my goodness, I don't know. I want the reception in the Great Hall. Which, I mean, having the imagery
Tudor
of Henry
one?
VIII may not... Yeah, the Tudor one. Having the imagery of Henry VIII might not necessarily be, like, the most, I don't know, great image to have after a wedding reception, but honestly, I just love that room so much.
It's a cool room.
Let's see. Yeah, honestly, I would love to do, like, pictures out in the Magic Garden because it looks so pretty.
No, you know what I want my pictures to be?
Ooh.
Every frame per frame shot of Charles II.
Oh my gosh.
My name is
Charles II.
Charles II. I love the people and the people love me so much that they restored the English monarchy. I'm per Scottish, French, Italian, a little bit Dane, but 100% potty animal.
Champagne!
And that's what I want for my wedding pictures and wedding video.
You need to do that for... you really need to do a drag outfit in that. I think
for my wedding?
I mean, not for your wedding, I'm saying in general, but...
No, I want to do Tudor-ish. Like, I want to do, like, a big collar and shit. And a slutty little pearl earring, you know?
Yes. Ooh, that would be fun.
I know. I want to do that. It's on my to-do list. But yeah, no, for my wedding, that's... Sorry. Yeah, continue. Where else would you like to...
I would absolutely love to maybe the ceremony outside with like the in the gardens with the statues would be really cool.
You know what I want to do for the ceremony? Gosh. Okay, in all seriousness, that was very silly. I was thinking, you know, the 18th century part of the palace where the staircases with the sky, with the ceiling, with the sky, and there's like a staircase down, like at the bottom of the stairs.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, wait, what am I saying? I should get married in the chapel. The gorgeous chapel with like the blue ceiling and all the stars on it.
Oh, it's cool.
Amazing. Yeah. Anyway.
And then I would have, because it's just funny, like, I don't know, because again, like, I don't really care all that much about my wedding, but it would be so funny to have the reception in the freaking gun room. Just to leave people wondering a little bit, you know?
Yeah. Shotgun wedding.
Hey. Oh my lord.
Yeah. Anyways,
no, it's cool. That's what that made me think of, and I just had to ask. Well, we have a little... I can't remember because I also didn't take any notes for some reason, but Eloise and Penn, there's some exposition going on there.
There is indeed, because just before we finish the conversation with the Queen is... Part of the reason why the Queen is so invested in this wedding is because she wants to get the best of Lady Whistledown, and that seems like an interesting way to be like, look, use your wedding as my way to ensnare Whistledown. But so the delivery boys are passing out the latest edition, and we cut to Penelope and Eloise together, and Prudence is beginning to make her wedding plans as well, but Eloise is like, oh my gosh, you would think that all these couples getting married, like, fought in a war or did something big, but no, they're just getting married. What's all the fuss about?
Oh my gosh. Eloise, like, seriously, like, I understand, like, you don't want to tie yourself to a man. Fair enough. But also, like, can we be happy for someone else, Eloise? Please?
Absolutely.
Like,
Like, just because something isn't in your interest, the best thing you can do as a friend is, like, genuinely be excited for them. Like, me, I don't know a thing about, like, sports, really, but when I was watching rugby with some friends of mine that really get into rugby, seeing them get excited when their, like, favorite team wins, that pure joy, like, why would I want to stamp on that?
I mean, as long as you, like, behave like a decent human being. But I wouldn't say that
Mm-hmm.
these, young women are being complete assholes, you know, at all. Like, yeah, they're
That's
being
true.
a
They're
little
young.
bit bratty, but hey, it's not, like, actually hurting anyone. So, Eloise, can you just, like, suck it up and be happy for people for once?
Mm-hmm. I guess part of the reason why Penelope wouldn't be too especially thrilled with Prudence's situation is because it was
It's
a bit of a
sus.
scam. Yeah.
Sus. Sus.
Yeah. So, meanwhile, as Penelope's just like, well, at least, Prudence getting married means that Cousin Jack has ensured our family future. We cut to Varley telling Lady Featherington that all the bills are coming in and they're not going to be able to pay people.
Yeah.
And Portia's like, oh, just when I thought everything was going right, now everything's going wrong again. And Jack's like, well, it's your fault because now we've been forced into this engagement. And he's like, if I'd been able to marry Cressida, we all could have had her money and been living the lush life.
Yeah, and it's like, it's funny though, because these two are like, it's kind of hot that they're bickering.
Mm-hmm. Like, weird chemistry. I wouldn't have pegged it at first to something happened between the two of them. But, like, the more they kind of start talking to each other, the more I'm like, oh.
It's actually very
Oh.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, so much fun. Well, the Benedict, oh, our dearest, dearest Benedict, he's going to school for the first day and is giving first day at school energy, and he's so cute. And, oh my gosh, he takes off his coat to sit down to draw whatever the woman is, and we see his shoulder seam.
Oh.
Shoulder
But
seam.
one of the other students is making a comment like, oh, you must be new because you're still excited to be here. One day you'll be as jaded as the rest of us.
Yeah.
Which is like, cool, thanks, bro. That's the energy we wanted.
I mean, I feel that, though. Like, I remember this was like, I was an IB student, which, if you don't know, is an international baccalaureate. And you could tell, like, the first years were always so excited. But when you were, like, a second or a third year, like, all the light had left your eyes. So I get it. But also, like, these are just rich pricks who want to sit and draw for a bit, so, like, come on, it's not that bad. But anyways, they're painting a woman and they're literally making eyes at each other, at Benedict and her, and I'm just like, who wouldn't? Like, I can't blame her. I'd be making eyes. He's such a little cinnamon roll. I love him. Well, Anthony, the fashion diva, is trying to make his suit right, and it's not going well because it's not just quite right yet. And
Violet's like, hey, there's still time to fix all of this. There's still time to call off the wedding, basically, is the hint we're getting.
It's like, hint, hint, wink, wink. This is not you, Anthony. And he's like, it's fine. It is funny because they're in their parlor, and Benedict this entire time is, like, shading everyone and everything. I don't know what side of the bed he
Benedict
woke up.
came to fight.
He came to fight here, and I was so here for it because, again, this man, I don't think he can do any wrong. He's basically just like, because Anthony is making a list of things that needs to be fixed, like, kind of offshoot to the butler or whatever. Like, this and this needs to be shined and polished, and da-da-da-da-da. And Benedict goes like, shall we also be shined and polished for the occasion? And I'm like,
So funny.
yes! And then someone says, oh, is Kate coming to stay? And they all get excited. And Eloise goes, it shall be wonderful to have another intelligent woman in the house. And Benedict goes, another? You're overcounting.
That was very good. That is such a sibling thing to say, too. Again, I just love how well they do the sibling dynamics in the show.
Yeah. Well, Eloise is also popping off to make some flowers, and you can just, like, Benedict doesn't say anything, but he's not buying it. You can just see, like, you're right. I love that he probably knows all the family secrets. Because, like,
It's very funny.
he hangs out with Eloise on the swing, and then there's the pajama club. You know, so he knows
totally.
everything.
Yeah, he's got everyone's knowledge and stuff, and I will say, completely to his credit, he would not let a word of it peep.
Oh no, he wouldn't, but he still knows everything.
He locks that in the vault.
He is Gretchen Wieners. His hair is full of secret. That's why it's so big.
Yeah. But he does better keeping it in than
Oh yeah.
than
He's
Gretchen
the
Wieners
Gretchen
does.
Wiener we deserved. Well, Edwina.
Indeed.
Edwina is getting her dress fitted, and she's just such a little cutie fairy princess. I love her. And Kate is wearing this lovely lilac dress. Ugh.
I'm just devastated for Edwina because I'm like, she's so sweet and pure, and I want her to have the best. But then you just, like, know everything else is happening, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, no, it's not. Like, I love, again, that they're not turning her into a villain. Like, because we can sympathize with her. Like, we can just, yeah, it's great. I love this writing. Like, this is Bridgerton when it's at its best.
Mm-hmm.
Next season
Absolutely.
we'll get Bridgerton at its worst. And I'm kind of excited to just rant.
Oh, yeah, we will have so much to say, dear listeners,
Oh
and
my
I think it'll
gosh.
be quite the ride.
Well, Edwina is so excited about the wedding, and Kate, you can tell the entire time, she's just so reluctant, and she's just so struggling. And Kate is like, no, I'm leaving, and then Edwina's like, no, you should stay, like, think of the family. We will all be, like, a whole family. You, I, and Anthony. And Kate is just like,
Yeah, that sounds like so much fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's like, when we have kids, then, you know, you're going to be their favorite auntie. And it's like, oh, dear.
Oh, dear. Well, Penelope in the other room, together with Delacroix, are scheming. Delacroix wants some more credit in the whistle down, that she wants to be pointed out that, oh, indeed, she is making the costumes, the dresses and everything for the wedding. So they're having, like, their little schemer moment. I like it. It's a cute scene.
Yeah. I love it, too, because, you know, Genevieve is just like, you know, oh, well, there's always room to grow. You know, why limit yourself? A woman, you know,
Yeah.
there shouldn't be limits on what a woman can do. They're both kind of bonding over what to do. And while Prudence is getting everything ready for her trousseau, she's looking at all these silks that they can't afford because Lady Featherington's like, put that back, cotton will do just fine.
I don't understand why, like, Penelope doesn't shoot her mom some money, because at this point, like, she must be doing pretty well.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, I'm sure she could figure out a way to, like, make money appear somehow. I don't know. I feel like... I don't know. If it is that Penelope feels like she doesn't owe her family that, I don't know.
It could be. Who knows?
Because it's strange behavior, I guess. Well, we're cutting to the jeweler, who is obsessed with lemon cakes. And he's also, honestly, the worst jeweler I ever encountered. We'll get to that. But he's here to fix the sizing of the ring, the wedding ring, and for some reason, Kate decides to confront Anthony in a room full of people, and Anthony replies with, nothing passed between us, I am a gentleman. And I'm like, dude, you're such a gaslighter.
Yeah, like, you can't just, I'm a gentleman, your way out of everything, although they do that all the time.
They do. It's a Bridgerton thing. Well... Here's why the jeweler is the worst jeweler of all time. Like, apparently, if you share the glove size, you also share a ring size. And I'm like, my dude, that's not how it happens. Because I feel like even leather gloves have some give to them. A freaking metal ring doesn't. Like, where did they find this jeweler? Like, he, as a recurring character in this episode, like, he needs to retire.
I did find it funny, though. He's just like, oh, that lemon cake? And he's just sort of standing there, and they're just like, do you want some? He's like, oh my goodness, yes, please, I would love that and some tea and maybe some sandwiches. Like,
Caylyn,
I
he's giving
mean,
you
I
your
don't
energy.
agree with the tactic. It is.
Is it actually
Because I don't
you?
want to be... I'm pretty sure it is, yeah. They put me in some prosthetics for the day, and I did that. That's also why I'm so bad with jewelry.
They're like, yeah, we're typecasting for this.
Yeah.
Well,
they didn't even need me to audition. They just found my page, and they were like, you.
Well, the ring gets stuck on Kate's finger, and, of course, this is when Edwina walks in, and it's just really funny. Like, it's just like comic relief, them trying to get it off. It doesn't want to leave her finger, and it's kind of like, hint and wink wink for us viewers of like, do you get it? Do you get it? There's like, it can't come off as, see, that's the right, that, anyways, whatever. And we do find out here that the grandparents are coming to town to meet Anthony and Edwina and the Sharmas, and you can sense the different energies from the characters. Like, Anthony's like, oh yeah, cool. Edwina's like, oh my gosh, that's so exciting. And Lady Mary is like, ah! And Kate is like, ee! So many mixed emotions. Well, Kate is trying to stay at home because they're all going to go to the park to enjoy the sun and the pond and everything. But Lady Danbury, decides, hey, no, you are coming with me, young lady. So,
indeed, and
we get this beautiful scene with Lady Danbury. Well, beautiful, I don't know, but it's a nice scene with Lady Danbury and Kate, where Lady Danbury is essentially explaining to Kate that in the eyes of the Ton, Edwina and Anthony are pretty much married, and that it would be really hard but not impossible to call it off, because again, our Lady Danbury, like our girly pop, she knows, and she's like, come on, Kate. Come on,
and she's
Kate.
like, she's just like, look, you know, the only thing that's going to break it up is a scandal, but a scandal is going to ruin your family, and you don't have the money to afford that kind of scandal. Because let's face it, the Bridgertons continually weave their ways in and out of scandals.
They do.
And they end up completely fine. And especially, too, like the added thing about the fact that Anthony's a man, he'll recover from that far faster than either Edwina or Kate would. So she's like, only a fool would jeopardize this marriage. Are you that fool, Miss Sharma? And so Kate's like, I am not, nope. And we get to see, if you remember from a few episodes earlier, Sir Thomas Dorset.
Yes! He's Lord Dorset. He's so fun. He's such a good guy, and he's actually so handsome. Like, he has a little bit of salt and pepper. I feel like you would be really, like, looking at your track record, well, not really your track record, looking at Sean. This is like, okay, no shade to Sean, because we love Sean, but this is like a little bit of a hotter version than Sean. Just it's a smidgen. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'd say that's probably you're welcome to your opinion. For me, Sean is my peak, but
I know.
I can see it a bit though. I'd say personality-wise, Sean's a little bit more outgoing, but
yeah, Sean is just
very
a golden
kind.
Retriever. I mean, this guy seems really nice too, though. Like, I feel like Sean wouldn't have it in him to, like, deceive anyone, so honestly, in that way, Sean is way better.
But the good thing is, Mr. Dorset this time, I don't know if Mr. Lord, Sir,
I just say Lord,
mix up the titles.
Like everyone's a Lord.
So, yeah. Lord Dorset.
Lord Dorset.
He isn't here to deceive anyone this time. He's just here to spend a bit of time with Kate, and to be honest, it's very pleasant.
It's so nice.
He takes her into this boat, and they're talking about India together, and she's saying that she's going to be returning back and become a governess. And he's like, oh, well, I've always wanted to kind of go back so I could study medicine. So if perhaps you would like to, to meet in India, I would certainly be happy to meet you there. And she's like, well, if you come, I would be very happy to show you all the places. And so Edwina is watching them from the side, and she's like, oh my goodness, they're so cute. Maybe he can, make Kate stay in England. And Anthony's just watching.
He's
with
fuming.
like heavy metal playing in his head. He's just like,
he's fuming.
Absolutely not.
There's literal murder in his eyes, is what I wrote here in my notes. Well, Prudence is very happy in a boat with the Lord Featherington, and it just cracked me up. Like, she's like having the time of her life, and Lord Featherington is just like, kill me. And Colin sees this, and he talks to Penelope about investing in the mines. Who cares? It's Colin. Well, Eloise escapes her maid and runs to the feminist rally, and she meets up with the cute communist Theo.
Our favorite Bolshevik.
I mean, yeah, sure. I don't know what's your favorite Bolshevik?
I feel like when in doubt, I don't actually have a favorite. I feel like I would say Lenin's probably a classic.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lenin too. Like, if I had to pick, like, again, it's literally Biden or Trump. It's similar energy.
How is the best case scenario, Vladimir Lenin?
No, it is. I mean, no.
Yeah, I don't know.
For
Yeah.
queer rights and everything, Lennon was good.
Yeah.
Because he was like, yeah, sure, whatever. But yeah, then he did some other, like, crazy thing. I love history. It's just gossip. We've already talked about this. Anyways. But yeah, anyways. So she sees Theo and she's like all obsessed with him. She's like, I'm gonna be here. And he's like, oh, I didn't think you were gonna be here. And also, the person who is speaking on the stage is a woman in a wheelchair. And I thought, that's cute representation. I feel like, Bridgerton is doing that with, like, especially with minor characters who have different disabilities. It's good representation because, like, they did exist at the time.
Absolutely.
Probably not in a wheelchair at the time, because I feel like that would have been, like, an upper class thing, and these people are not upper class, so, but hey, whatever. I love representation. And Kate and Dorset are on the water, and they're being all cutesy, talking about India, as we mentioned, and Kate desperately wants to return home, and Dorset seems to want to go with her, and Anthony is murdering Dorset with his mind. Like, if he was a Jedi, he'd be dead. He'd be smoke. He'd be nothing.
He'd be strangling himself right now.
He would. And Mondrish and Alice are walking in the park to find new customers. Lord Featherington is kind of like deciding that he wants to make business with Mondrich's customers. But Lady Featherington is like, don't do that. And the tension between the two is so thick. Like, the sexual tension is what I mean by that.
Yes. Which,
like,
again, we just know it's building up and it's gonna explode someday.
I wonder, do you think she got to, like, have a lover, Mrs. Featherington, or has she been, like, or Lady Featherington, or has she been, like, so tightly wound for such a long time that she, like, that's not a thing for her? I don't know.
Honestly, for her sake, I hope she's had one. I don't think she has, though. I'm trying to think logistically. Maybe she had, like, a fling before she got married, but I imagine that during her married life, she probably was just so kind of having to sort of, like, oversee a lot of stuff that maybe she didn't.
I know. It's kind of, because I feel like if she just, like, got a joint and got laid, sorry everybody, but I feel like she would do a whole lot better at this point. Anyways,
wouldn't we all?
Well, the boat...
I'm just kidding. I've never partaken in jazz cabbage before, but everyone I've met that has been like, you should actually never ever take it. Not that I was planning on it, but they were like, it would mess you up so much. You would get so anxious. Don't do it. Don't ever do it. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, the boat ride is finished, and Anthony is questioning the knots that Dorset has tied to secure the boat, and it's just like, I'm like, Anthony, just like, mind your business. And we see Newton, he's such a good boy in the background, and I love him.
Yes, he's very good.
He's such a good boy.
Got that dog in me.
And, yeah. And Anthony's helping Kate off the boat, and their hands linger a little bit too long, resulting in Anthony ripping himself away. He trips over Newton and falls into the pond with Dorset because he's grabbing onto him. And it's so funny, because Anthony, when he's in the pond, he's like, like, he's spitting. And then Dorset is just like, wasn't that funny? And it's
like putting a dog in having a dog in the water versus having a cat in the water.
Yeah, it's that energy. And the girls are looking, and it's so funny because Kate says, like, don't look at Weena, it's rude. And then she proceeds to stare at freaking Jonathan Bailey. What is this shirt? What fabric is this shirt? Because it's so thin.
I feel like they made it specifically for that scene. Whoever was weaving it, they were like, just leave a couple inches in between all the threads. Just make it a net, basically.
Yeah. He's wearing like a net stocking, but for Regency men.
Yes.
It's so thin. You can see it doesn't leave a lot to the imagination, just enough for it to be very intriguing. It's hilarious.
Anyway, so we end up cutting away from a very dazzling and alluring scene to go back to Eloise. And Penelope has been waiting with her, and she's like, we usually walk around this time. Where have you been? And she's like, oh, well, I've just been out and about and must have forgotten. And so she's like, oh, I've already heard about what happened at the lake today, so there's no need to catch me up on that. She's like, I've been running wedding errands, for getting a present for Anthony. And so Penelope's like, okay, weird. And then Penelope later goes to the maid and she's like, hey, where did you guys go yesterday? And she's like, oh, I said they shouldn't go out there. I think, they didn't need to do it. And the maid's like, we shouldn't have gone to Bloomsbury. It's a bad part of town.
This feels incorrect because Bloomsbury at this time was pretty, like, it was a pretty cool area. It was like where all the youth, like for instance, I think if Benedict had his own home, he would set up home in Bloomsbury. So this is inaccurate and it bothers me. Anyways, well, either way, Lady Featherington and the sketchy jeweler are at the Featherington house, and the jeweler is inspecting the pieces, as in like trying to prove to Lord Featherington that indeed we can probably trick some people into buying these jewels. And Lord Featherington the entire time is chugging down his drinks because these jewels are indeed not real. But the jeweler believes that they are real, and it's like, honestly, like, you look at these supposed jewels, and they look like the most fake things ever. I'm like, this dude. But, I mean, he has his priorities straight, though, because immediately when he's finished, he's like, so, no cake?
Yep. And she's like, not now.
Not now. Okay. Well, okay. Well, Benedict, he has finished drawing this hot lady, and he goes to talk to her, and she's like, I want to study the male form. And he just, like, poses, like, in his clothes, like, kind of silly, and then he's like, well, she's like, well, I actually want to study all of you. So she makes him get naked, and I'm like, okay, well played. Well played.
Yes, good for her. She makes a really interesting point, though, where she says that she basically sits in and models on the lectures so that she can learn from them, and that the school doesn't allow access to the classes for women, even though there are women on the board of the school. So
I'm confused where she's at in social rank. Because I feel... Well, she's some... No, she's probably not a lady. She's just probably some...
Yeah. Because I feel like a lady would never pay... Yeah, they would never pose like that.
It's, either way. Lady Mary and Kate are having a chat in the garden. Lady Mary does not want to see her parents. It's basically just like setting up for the inevitable dinner. And what we hear about the Sheffields is that they are pretty shitty, and that this is pretty much a doomed dinner party theme yet again.
Indeed. And Kate eventually asks her mother if she ever regretted the choice to marry her father, and Mary's like, no, we were always drawn together and it was very powerful, and it's something that, when you know, you know.
Yeah.
And she's like, the good thing is, I had to choose between affluence and love, but Edwina will not have to. And Kate is, of course, kind of just like, yeah, sure,
it's really rough, this. Well, Anthony is working in his office, and Violet comes in to question Art. Anthony. Wow, she comes in to question Anthony. She doesn't believe in the match, you could tell. And she says, it seems that you are approaching the gallows. Which is very accurate. But Anthony also says, like, what I want is not of importance. I could not dishonor Edwina, is what he says. Because it's, like, it's him expressing that, yes, I would maybe like to break up this engagement, but that would dishonor Edwina. Which is... Yeah, you shouldn't have proposed to her, dude. Like, I feel like if you hadn't proposed, like, she would be fine. Like, yeah, people would be like, oh, why didn't he propose to her? But, like, I feel like, I don't know, she's such a cutie. Like, she'd be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. There were men lining up down the place, like, and anyway, there are so many points at which this all could have been stopped.
I know.
But
oh my gosh.
Anthony was like,
it's wonderful though.
Anthony saw the warning signs and said, those won't stop me. I can't read.
Seriously. Well, Edwina is so excited to meet her grandparents. She's getting ready, getting dressed, and Kate is, like, so reluctant because she wants to throw up. Because, like, again, she has struck this deal with them that neither Lady Mary nor Edwina knows about, that if Edwina marries, in aristocracy, they will pay her dowry and take care of Lady Mary, which is a pretty sweet deal. But also, I feel like, come on, Kate, you should have, like, at least mentioned this to maybe Lady Mary, or, like, you know, communicated, but whatever. And Edwina uses Anthony's Christian name. And Kate is like, wait, has he asked you to refer to his given name? And Edwina is just like, little sweet, sweet princess. She's like, no, but he will. She's so full of hope. And oh my gosh.
Absolutely. And it's obviously very tense at first, when the Sheffields do come in.
I mean, like, at first.
I mean, it gets worse. We go from tense to, like, minefield level status, but
it's so bad.
They're very happy to meet Edwina, and they are very, like, much more invested in her and asking about her. They are literally ignoring Lady Mary. They're ignoring Kate entirely. And, you know, it's so tense at the table, and then something comes up about, like, dowry, and it comes up about stuff, and it's so funny because, like, both Violet and Lady Danbury are like, oh, so what's in the pie? Oh, it's the gooseberry, like, but and they're like, oh,
it just,
you'll have to give me the recipe.
Escalates. It escalates.
Lady Sheffield does not hold a thing back. That woman is despicable.
She is, and she's, like, not holding back. She's smack talking her daughter, but then Lady Mary, she bites back, because I feel like she's been a very, like, agreeable and lovely, like, the entire time, and now she's, like, biting back. She's like, nah, y'all are the worst. And I'm so glad she's kind of getting that kind of closure, and Kate's secrets gets revealed, and everyone's just like, what? But I don't understand why they're so shocked by this. Like, why? Anyways, whatever. Anthony is pissed off, and he asks the Sheffields to leave. They're like, you guys can go wait outside for your carriage, like, go away. And honestly, I feel like he deals with this really well, because he's in a way defending the Sheffields. No, what I'm saying, he's defending the Sharmas, and he's understanding that the Sheffields are being the complete jackasses in this situation.
Absolutely, because he makes a point of saying, like, you know, because they said that they were banned from proper society because of, like, Mary's decision. He's like, I can only imagine that you were banned from proper society because of your complete lack of manners, which, yes. Seriously. Yes. The funny thing is that actor that plays Lord Sheffield it's funny, he plays a lot of, like, mean dads in a lot of period dramas. So he's like, he plays Walter Elliot in Persuasion. He plays Arthur's dad in Merlin. Like,
wait,
he's
really?
Yeah. That's him.
What? Oh yeah. Oh man, I love Merlin, dear listeners.
You're gonna go back and watch it and be like, oh my gosh, that's him.
Wait,
Mr. Pink DS himself.
Wait. Oh, I didn't actually look at his face. What the frick? Oh my gosh, he's so old. Or is that makeup? Is that makeup?
It could be.
Because he surely can't be that old. Or is he? Oh my gosh, no.
Who knows? But yes.
Oh, wait. What does he look like?
Playing
What's his name?
unlikable dads is his type, I guess. Oh gosh, I don't know his name.
Is his name Anthony Stewart? Anthony Stewart. Yes, it is. Okay.
Wow.
Anthony Stewart. 2024. What does he look like? Oh, he's so old. Oh my days. Because for me, he's forever Uther from Merlin. Uther.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Oh my days. Oh, I feel like my world has been turned upside. You don't understand. Like, Merlin is, like, my comfort show. It's the show that I will always say is my favorite, because it's just, like, instant comfort, instant blanket, instant I feel safe TV. I love Merlin. Anyways, oh my gosh. And I always thought that Uther was kind of funny, especially that actor. He has such a wicked sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, anyway. Okay, I will stop. Because this scene is really significant, because Anthony kind of runs off, and Kate just, like, because Edwina is pissed off, Lady Mary is pissed off, everyone's mad at Kate. But Kate decides to prioritize Anthony because she feels like, I need to save this marriage. I feel like that's her plan.
Yeah. And so she goes after him, and Anthony is, she's like, hey, Edwina didn't know anything about this arrangement. And he's like, I didn't realize you were scheming. She's like, I wasn't scheming. And he's like, so there will be no dowry without the Sheffields. And Kate's just like, why do you care? You've got plenty of money.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's just like a bunch of accusers. I feel like Anthony seems kind of relieved that this engagement is potentially over. But Kate
looks like he's kind of grasping for a reason to get out.
Which I feel for him. I feel for him so much. And then, as we recreated that scene, that was really funny, actually.
Yes. That was fun.
But, like, the scene is just so incredibly hot. Like, the face stroking, the hair stroking, the slightly moaning, longing, lusting. Like, there's no kissing. There's nothing. Like that. Like, they're just standing really close to each other, sniffing and breathing. That's what they're doing.
Like, I don't know. It's interesting. You can tell what Anthony's got a thing for, just giving everything good.
Seriously. Oh my days. It's insane. But then he takes off and he's about to leave. He needs some time to think. Lady Featherington the Featheringtons are being frozen out of society, and Lady Featherington can't decide if she wants to be in or out with cousin Jack right now. They're going to ensnare the Cowpers, though.
Indeed, Prudence is upset that she is not able to show off her new fiancé, and they're like, we haven't been invited to anything now that cousin Jack is off of the market.
Yeah. No, it was really... Well, because I guess it's also because, like, the engagement was kind of sus, Yeah. So everyone's kind of like, nah. Well, we're cutting back to Edwina, and she's so furious at Kate. And Edwina begs her to stop keeping her out. She is a grown woman. Like, why are you keeping me out like this? I'm not a child. Which is so fair, Edwina. I root for you
Absolutely.
Here. Well, we cut to Eloise is sneaking into the printer shop, and she is sassing the printer boy and being all like, yeah, I read. I am smart. Wah, wah, wah. And Penelope is in, like, far away somewhere looking at this interaction, and she's just like, ooh, I see.
And Kate is having a ride off into the distance to clear her head.
Okay,
and
why is she showing off her entire leg?
Right?
Like, I feel like...
I mean, I don't know. I feel like she just isn't in a mood where she cares at the moment. She must assume that she's alone.
Well, I wouldn't say that that's very nice to have up against the saddle either. But, it's just, I have a lot of questions for their choices here. Well, either way, it's she's riding, she's skeet, showing off leg. You do you, Kate. Well, Benedict is getting it on with that model girl, and we get to see his cute butt! Yay! Cute butt.
Cute butt.
Cute butt.
Butt is cute.
It was a very cute butt. It was a good butt.
Indeed.
Well, Kate meets with nice. Anthony in a meadow.
Oh
yeah, 10 out of 10 butt. That butt should be an art piece itself. I hope that girl just, like, painted his butt.
I feel like we as a society need to start bringing back marble sculptures of people.
Can we just do Luke Thompson, please?
Oh my gosh, a whole exhibit.
A whole V&A of just Luke Thompson.
Yes, I would spend hours there. I would become a member. I would become a patron. I would become a trustee on the museum board.
I would just move in.
Absolutely.
Actually, my house. Welcome. Entry, please.
Yeah, this is the Luke Thompson room, and this is another Luke Thompson room. Where's the bathroom? Down the hall to the left, next to the Luke Thompson room.
Oh, kitchen? No, you mean the Luke Thompson room?
No, I'm at the Lou Thompson room. I don't know how to make this any clearer for you.
It's just the Luke Thompson is the name of the house, the name of the street, the name of the country, the planet, the universe. It's just, it's a Luke Thompson universe, and we just live in it.
Indeed. And while Kate is off on her ride, she stops her horse and climbs down, and she sees Anthony. And neither of them were able to sleep that night. And so she asks him if he knows what he's going to do. And he's like, well, the only thing I can do. I'm going to talk to Edwina, and we're going to end it. And Kate's like,
don't you dare.
You're going to break her heart. Don't do that.
Dare. Yeah, she's like, screw you, don't do that. I mean, I feel like he doesn't really need to end the engagement. No one knows. And again, yeah, it would bring like kind of a scandal on himself and his home, his family and her family. So it's like, and he's been talking about he couldn't like put Edwina through that. And like, it's very clear for everyone involved that Edwina had no freaking idea about this, right? And Kate has been persistent that she shouldn't marry him, so I don't really understand. I remember being really confused when I watched this the first time, like 2 years ago. I was like, wait, what? Why? What? Because she's been so insistent on like, hey, don't friggin' touch my sister. I will murder you.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you were trying to ensnare me. I'm like, dude, you forced yourself in here yourself. This is a you problem.
Oh, absolutely. And there's a very tense moment. So she's like, you'll get married. The feeling between us, it will go away. Everything will be fine. But she calls him Anthony for the first time. Well. So he says, okay, the wedding will take place as soon as possible. And he rides off into the sunrise. And she, now being completely alone, sheds some tears. It's so good. Oh my gosh, I'm living for this. My biggest complaint was that leg in the saddle, but other than that, dang, it was a banger of an episode. We got to see it really is. Benedict, this is pretty peak. Benedict with his shoulder seam. We got to see Benedict with no seams at all. Yeah. Well, we got to see Benedict with like first day of school bliss in his eyes. We got to see Benedict being the absolute sasspot that he is. It was amazing. It was such a good episode. We were truly, fully blessed. We were, yeah, like blessed. Oh yeah, and then Kate and Anthony happened too. I guess. Yeah, I don't know what else I can bring to this podcast now that I've given that monologue. I think I have to retire now. Oh. You're like, that's funny. Please don't leave. No, please don't. I don't want to do this alone. No. No. You're staying. It's okay. I still need to make fun of Colin in season 3, so there's something to keep going for. Yes. 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 Mr. Mewington. Ew, I hate Colin. Anyways, well, this has been a great episode. I am so excited to have podcasted with you today, Caylyn. I'm very grateful that we did this today, and I'm glad that we have been able to bond over this episode together, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, dear Mags. And dear listeners, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day as well. Yeah. Well, Caylyn, shall we wrap this up? Indeed. Thank you for listening to Two Girls, One Corset. If you enjoyed our podcast, be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform and leave us a review. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Two Girls, One Corset Pod for behind-the-scenes looks, update, and more period drama content. And be sure to share the podcast with your friends who love all things romance and historical drama. Until next time, keep your corsets tight and your hearts open. Farewell, dear listeners. Goodbye! Goodbye. Time to say goodbye. I don't know the rest of the lyrics. Okay, bye. Anyway, goodbye.